Welcome to the second episode of my knitting podcast. My name is Angelina, and in today's episode I want to show you everything I made in April. I have so many objects to show you, so let's get started. I hope you're doing well and I hope you enjoy this video. My drink of the episode is this iced coffee. I've already drunk a bit of it, but still I will enjoy it while I film this episode. So the first thing I want to show you is a strawberry hat that I showed you in the last episode if you watched it. And yeah, I finished it. And oh my god, I love it. It looks so cute. I talked about it in the last episode, but I have made this one like probably 2 years ago. And my cousin, she's 3 years old and she has grown out of it. So now I have to make her a new one. I had to make her a new one because I finished it and I can give it to her probably in the fall because it's too warm here in Germany right now to wear a hat. But yeah, as you can see, I used 3 different kinds of yarns, or those were all cotton yarns. But for the yellow and the green, I just used some cotton scraps I had in my stash. And the red yarn is this coton yarn in the color 18 from Lana Grossa. And I used a 3mm needle, and I don't have a pattern because I completely made it up by referring to this one. I will link a similar pattern down below that I found on Ravelry. Of course, it's not the exact same pattern, but if you would like to make a similar one, you can try it with the pattern. The last time I showed you this hat, I was here where I put the stitch marker, so I did all of this. I started it on the 17th of March and finished it on the 6th of April. Yeah, so it was a really quick project, and I think if I had worked on it more consistently, then it would have gone a lot quicker. So yeah, I really enjoyed working on this hat. Okay, let's continue. The second thing I finished, I think that was actually the first thing I finished in April, but I was just so excited to show you the strawberry hat. But the actual first thing I finished was my green scarf that I showed you the last time. For the scarf, I just had to add a bit of yarn that I found that was the same color, and I thought I would just add it so that all of the scraps are included. And I was actually kind of finished the last time I showed it to you, but I just added this part of the scarf with all the scrap yarn I had, so it's even longer and I really love the way it looks. And yeah, I will probably wear it in the next winter. For the scarf I don't have a pattern, but I will link the stitch below so that you can kind of whip your own scarf together if you would like to. And I'm so sorry, but I don't know which yarn I used because I found in my stash the yarn and I don't had a tag. So yeah, but I started the scarf in February and I finished it on the 4th of April. Yeah. So for the next project I went on kind of a bowl kick because I knitted a lot of felted bowls, and at the moment they're not felted, but I think I will do that when I have more bowls, because I will explain my plans for the bowls in a minute. But I went yarn shopping in my mom's stash, and she has a lot of felting yarn because next winter she will be part of a Christmas market where she will sell some paperwork and additionally some felted bowls. And I already started on them because, as I've told you in the last video, at the end of summer I will not be here anymore in Germany, and because I will be at my gap year. And yeah, I don't know if you're interested in that, but I will show you the bowls now. So I actually just used the pattern that came with the whole set of yarn because I think she just bought it at a store and there was a pattern with it. The pattern has 3 sizes. So for the first 2 bowls I used the Crulander yarn in the color Cotton, and I just had 4 skeins of 50 grams. And with that I did this bowl. I really love the texture of the yarn and the colors, and I'm just obsessed. And yeah, I'm really excited to see how it will change when it's filtered, and I will show you the bows again when they are filtered. I will just do some more and then I will do the whole filtering process. So I did this one in a size big. I started it on the 6th of April and finished it on the 8th of April, so they are really fast. And then in the same yarn I did a small one and I started it on the 8th of April and finished it on the 9th. So again, they work up really fast. And then I had some red yarn and I did a bowl in the size middle and I started it on the 10th of April and finished it on the 15th of April. And this is how the middle one looks. I think the yarn isn't the same thickness, so the whole big and middle doesn't really make sense with different yarns, but yeah, this is supposed, the colorful one is supposed to be a big, and this one is supposed to be middle. So you can't really see a difference, but I think if I would have made a bowl with the red one, with the red yarn in a size big, it would have been really large. The red yarn is actually this felting wool, so Filzwolle in English, and I have no idea which brand because the tag doesn't say it. But it's in the color all free. And yeah, again I had 4 skeins in 50 grams, and then I did a small one and I started it on the 15th of April and finished it on the 25th of April. And I worked all of those up with a 7mm needle and they went really quick. I really enjoyed the whole process. That you can kind of understand. It's like this. And I think I will be keeping one for myself so that I can just put my knitting stuff in there, and I think that would be really cool. And the last project I finished in April are my socks that I showed you in the last video. I have no idea when I started those, but I finished those on the 20th of April. I used the 6 thready Myland White yarn from Lana Grossa and worked it out with 2.5mm needles. The color is 9226, I think. And yeah, I really love those. I've already worn them and they're really comfortable. So yeah, I'm really happy with all of my finished projects, and I think I did a lot of knitting in April. And I mean, I'm in my last year of school and I'm currently in my final exam season, and I think I'm just doing so much knitting to kind of knit my anxiety away. And yeah, I can't really say if it's working, but I do have a lot of projects that are getting finished, so that's a good thing. Yeah, okay. I wanted to show you the yarn scraps that I have from my finished objects. So this is all I have left from those felting boats, and I will probably find something else. Maybe I will do a scrap bowl at the end when I have a lot more yarn scraps from all the felting yarn, but we will see. But I think that is a good amount of yarn. And then for the socks, I just have this much left, and I will add the yarn into my Cozy Memories blanket. And yeah, just for a reference, this is all the scraps I have left from the bolts and the socks. Now let's talk about my whips. The first whip is one that I've shown you in the last episode. They are my Love Needs a Heart socks. And actually, guys, I finished the first one. Oh my god, I'm so proud of me. I really love the pattern. They look so beautiful. I've blocked the first one so that I could show you how they would look blocked. And I really love them. I love the color and I love just everything about the sock. As I said, those are I just have the first one on, but this is the Love Needs a Heart sock by Nicole Wagenblast, and I'm knitting it in a size medium. I think I started those socks 1.5 years ago. So it's time to work on them. So I did a lot of knitting in April on them. And I have no idea where I got the yarn from because, as I said, it was 1.5 years ago and I just have no idea, I'm sorry. But I think the last time I've shown them to you, I was probably around here. So I did a lot and I actually stopped the time how long it would take me to just do one repeat of a heart. So I think those are like 12 rounds probably. And guys, it was over an hour. So those take a long time. And I haven't started the second one, but it's a goal of mine to start it, and probably maybe till the next episode. I don't think I will have it finished, but maybe to the heel. I think when I say it in the podcast, I will be more motivated to work on it. So that's my plan for May, to start the second one and work on it till maybe here, so that in June I just have to do the cuff but we will see how much I will get done on this, but I'm very proud that I finished the first one. My next whip is a shawl and I love to work on it. The pattern is so fun and I love the yarn and I just love everything about it, and it works up so quickly. Okay, so this is the shawl that I'm talking about, and I think it's kind of hard to show at the moment, but this is how it looks so far, and I'm obsessed, guys. So if you didn't know, my favorite color is blue, and I just love how the yarn kind of changes over time. It's like a 4-strand yarn, so they just change one strand at a time, and that's how I think you probably know that, but that's how the yarn changes color very smoothly. And I'm on the 3rd color kind of, and yeah, as I said, I really love to work on this, and I started this shawl on the 15th of April. And the yarn that I'm using, I just have this much left. I put all of the yarn in this color. I put everything from the color outside so that I know when the next color change will happen, but this is how much yarn I still have left, so still a lot, and I think those are 200 grams, so it's a lot of yarn. It's the Rico Design Create Wool Degrade. It's in the color 013, and yeah, I just love to work on this pattern. I'm using a 4mm needle, and the pattern I actually found on Pinterest. I think I will try to link it below. I searched for it on the internet, but I didn't find the whole pattern, so I'm kind of improvising it, kind of have a pattern, so we will see how it looks at the end. But I just really love this pattern, and we will see if I'm maybe able to finish it till the end of May. I think it's so crazy that we already have May, but other topic. Yeah, obsessed. So my last 2 whips are socks. So the first sock whip is in this bag from Grene. This is the yarn that I'm using, and I'm sorry, but I don't have an idea where it's from or which colorway it is, because again, it's from my mom's yarn stash. And yeah, I'm sorry. So I have 1 sock finished, and the kind of special thing with this pair of socks is the heel, because probably for you it isn't special, but I have never done a heel like this before. I've done one on the Love Needs a Heart socks, but I did it reversed the last time, and I used a tutorial by the Crazy Sock Lady, so I will link it below. And it worked up so great, and yeah, this is how the sock is looking. I'm using the red yarn for cuff, heel and toes, and the kind of colorful yarn for the rest of the sock. And I'm obsessed, and I think they look so fun. And I'm already on my second sock, and I've done a little bit on it, but not much. But yeah, I really enjoy working on those as well. I think when you have a striped yarn like this, I think it's so fun because the rows are just going by so quickly, because you're just, oh, and now I'm on the next color, and now I'm on the next color, and I think it it just makes so much fun. And again, I really love working on this. The last project I'm working on is in this Christmas bag. I have no idea where it's from, but even though it's not Christmas, I'm still using it. And as I said, I have again a pair of socks, and I'm currently on my first sock. This is it. I love it. I really love it. This is the yarn. I have no idea where it's from. It's kind of a repeating thing in this podcast that I have no idea where my yarn is from, and I'm really sorry. But that's just the thing with working up my stash and my mom's stash, and yeah, I'm sorry. But I am kind of doing a pattern sock here, as you can see, and I was inspired by the Payday socks by Leah Oakley. I will link the pattern below. I really love it. Again, I'm doing the new heel that I've learned because I'm having a lot of fun with it, and yeah, I really love it, and I'm having a lot of fun working on it. So in my last video I talked about that I want to use up my stash, but I still bought some yarn, and as I said, I went yarn shopping in my mom's stash. So I picked up the felting yarn from her, and also the yarn from both of those sock whips is from her stash. I got another skein from my mom, so it's that Regia sock yarn, and I think I will do some socks for my cousin, and I don't know yet when I will start it. Maybe in May, maybe later this year, but it's this really pretty pink yarn with some yellow touches, and I'm really excited to see how it will work up. So yeah, that was my first recommendation. Then I bought some Superwear Rico Design Roll. And guys, I'm obsessed because in my last video I showed you those socks that I finished, and the kind of blue-red ones, and I really love the yarn and how it feels wearing them. And so I went to the yarn store again, and they said that they didn't have it anymore, but they told me that they have one last ball of yarn left. So I got it, and it was also on sale, so I got it for €3. What? Yeah, that was an amazing day. But it's in those grayish black white tones, and this is how they're supposed to work up. It's the color 001, and yeah, it's the Superwash Raw from Rico Designs Superwash yarn. And I will make some socks for myself because I just love how they feel on. So I'm really looking forward to making them. Yeah, and I'm also really sad that they are not longer in store, but still I'm really happy that I was able to get this. Okay, so for the last ball of yarn, I want to have like kind of a new category for this podcast, because as I've told you, I will not be here at the end of the year, so I will not be here when it's Christmas. So I want to start making Christmas gifts in summer so that they will be able to stay here for my family and friends, and I don't have to ship them here. So I think the new category is just called Christmas gifts, or just called gifts. I'm not completely sure, because I think I will also put birthday gifts in this category. This is just kind of a reminder and warning for all of my family and friends that you should stop watching this video right now, because I could potentially make something for you, and please don't watch. Okay, so now they're gone. I bought this yarn, and it's from Rilana Garner, and it's wool-free linosa, and I love the color. But guys, it's really crazy because obviously it's wool-free, but the yarn is so different, and I've never worked with a sock yarn like this, so I'm excited to do that. And I will do some socks for my friend, and I will not say her name because maybe she's still watching. Yeah, this is just probably the first Christmas gift I will knit, and I'm really looking forward to it. yeah, this is just another thing that I bought. Okay, so thank you so much for watching the second episode. And also thank you so much on all those kind comments on my last video. I really loved reading those and they really motivated me. So thank you. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. And I think kind of the question of the day is, when do you start making Christmas gifts for family and friends? And how many Christmas gifts are you planning to do this year, if you have thought of it already? But I'm not sure if anyone starts making Christmas gifts right now, but yeah, that's my question for you today. And I hope you enjoyed this episode. If so, I would really appreciate it if you leave a comment and a like and maybe subscribe so that you will not miss any new episodes, and maybe you can watch the first episode. So